This is Lego set 75192, the Ultimate Collectors Series Millennium Falcon. This one came out in 2017. It was a redo of the first UCS Millennium Falcon. This one is a lot more improved, a lot more pieces. This one has slightly over 7,500 pieces, which when it came out was the largest Lego set by piece count that there was. Now the Coliseum has surpassed it, and so it is currently the second largest Lego set. It's also, I believe, the most expensive Lego set in US dollars. It was $800 at the time of release. As you can see, it's a very large model, hand for scale. It's definitely pretty big. It came with 8 minifigures. If you count BB-8, you have BB-8 from the sequel series, older Han Solo, Rey, Finn, and you got a couple Porgs, as well as the Mynock from the original trilogy. And then you have Princess Leia, C-3PO, young Han Solo, and Chewbacca or Chewie. You have the Millennium Falcon plaque. It's typical of UCS sets. They come out with the plaque to give you some details on it, like the length, what kind of engines, what kind of weapons. You have the whole set. You got the famous cockpit where they could all be sitting in there. You've seen it in the movies over and over again. The Millennium Falcon has been in most of the Star Wars movies, so it's one of the most famous ships from the Star Wars universe. As you can see, it's incredibly detailed with greebling all over it. Greebling is the little details that Lego goes in to make sure everything looks great. All the little weapons and bar pieces just really helps texture out the whole set. You have the turret on top here. You've got the famous air vents on the back, as well as just more wonderful greebling. You can see some spots where the ship got damaged. That's what these holes are representing. More details inside to show that the ship is battle scarred. They did a good job showing different colors to show rust and just age, like the red represents some rust and age. The tan as well. It would have been a lot more bland if they didn't throw the extra colors in there. You have the radar dish over here. On the ship currently, I have the original trilogy radar dish with the nice printed details on there, but they also give you the radar dish that they used in the sequel trilogy, the newer set of movies, because it was changed at some point, so it gives you the option of using whichever radar dish you want to. I prefer the original trilogy dish. As you can see, that's the one I'm showing on there. Coming around to the other side, they just did a great job. It's all put together in panels. It's a giant instruction booklet, lots of work to do. It'll keep you busy for days on end, if not weeks on end. You got the turret on the top. You can pull that open. See the little cockpit in here where somebody would man the gunner's turret. They did a good job using prints and stickers to yet again just detail age and damage. You've got this one showing some bullet holes or laser holes, from a space war. It fought with somebody. You can't really show too much of the inside easily without having to really take apart the model. But in here you can see some hatches. The escape pods are these two circular spots here. And then there's the hallway on the other side coming through. Not the easiest thing in the world to take apart. It's more of a display model, not really a play set. But it's an amazing display model. I've got it displayed under my glass coffee table, so I get to look at it every day. I've gotten compliments on it all the time. In my opinion, it's one of the best looking Lego sets they've ever made. Probably still the best looking Lego set they've ever made. If you're a big Star Wars fan, I definitely recommend it. It is pretty expensive, but it's right near that 10 cent per piece ratio, $800 for 7,500 pieces. Like I said, definitely expensive, but well worth it. If you can save up a little bit of money, you know, maybe a little bit here and there, go ahead and get yourself one. They're still on sale, it's not retired. It's a lot better detail than the older Millennium Falcon and a lot cheaper, seeing how much in value that one has went up. Other than that, like I said, it's just great detail. I could just spend days talking about all the little details all over it. The damage, the guns, they just did such a good job just showing all these little, using microscope pieces and binocular pieces and bar pieces and wheels. These are wheels for cars they put on here. You know, the big grills, just everything. Phone pieces here to show some different details. Here's the Millennium Falcon's engine thrusters. You have those nice light blue tubes in there that represent the actual ion thrust of the engines. I know if you put a lighting kit in these, it looks super cool because it looks like it's actually blasting through space with the light up tubes. But the way it is, it still looks great. You have those, that kind of bendy, big ladder looking piece in front of the tubes to just represent the grating over the engine, and it's just a really nice look. The Millennium Falcon has the 7 different landing gear, or feet as I call them. They're all identical builds, but they're pretty cool. You can also see that turret hanging down from underneath. It's real similar to the turret on the upper part of the Falcon. Somebody can climb in there and man the turret to repel any bad guys that happen to want to take down the Falcon, because they want the fastest ship in the galaxy for themselves. So yet again, guys, this is Lego set 75192 UCS Millennium Falcon. It's an incredibly large set. When it came out, largest set that Lego ever made by piece count. Now it's the second largest behind the Coliseum. It's an amazing set. It's a really long build that I was able to kill 2 months of time during COVID lockdown, getting to just build this set and enjoy the build. It's not too repetitive. There's a lot of cool technique on the inside. You know, obviously the typical Lego system bricks on the outside. So many different building techniques go into it. As I was saying, a lot of cool building technique, a lot of cool different ways they use the pieces, new ways I've seen as details, like a paint roller. You know, a piece that was originally a paint roller is now greebling on the Millennium Falcon. The radar dish, super cool. Really cool that they gave you the 2 different options, the original trilogy radar dish as well as the sequel trilogy. Minifigure selection, not too bad. They give you the crew of the original trilogy Millennium Falcon as well as the crew on the Millennium Falcon and the sequels, Rey, Finn, and, you know, older Han Solo with the Porgs. C-3PO was there for both. What else do you got? It's just a great set. I hope you guys have a chance to build it. I hope you enjoyed just a quick overview of my Millennium Falcon, and have a great day.